If you're watching the replay, you could always support the channel by sending a super thanks. That's right, a super thanks. That's the heart shape with the $sign in it right below the video. Let's go.
Sauce shit, what you want me to prove?
Spacey got the sauce on. Spacey got the sauce on. Spacey got the sauce on. Spacey got the sauce on.
Hey, bruh, I appreciate you, man. Listen, man, go sub to my boy, man. Listen, man, go sub to my boy, No Captivity, man. He's a good dude, man.
Sauce shit, what you want me to prove?
Spacey got the sauce on. Spacey got the sauce on.
Make sure y'all share the live stream. Shout out to the early No Cap crew in the building. Hit the like button as well.
Spacey got the sauce on.
Hey, bro, I appreciate you, man. Listen, man, go sub to my boy, man. Listen, man, go sub to my boy, No Captivity, man. He's a good dude, man.
Sauce boy shit, what you want me to prove?
Spacey got the sauce on. Spacey got the sauce on. Spacey got the sauce on. Spacey got the sauce on.
Just over a minute before showtime. Thank y'all for being in the building. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Share the live stream.
Sauce boy shit, what you want me to prove?
Spacey got the sauce on. Spacey got the sauce on. Spacey got the sauce on.
Times in our life,
You got time to sing on it. You sing.
we all have pain.
So man, you gonna sing.
We all have sorrow. Then I look at Wayne and I know that he will be ugly tomorrow. Lean on me when you're my cousin and I'll be your friend. I help you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need my cousin to care.
No captivity. Freezy.
What up? You are officially locked into No Captivity with Freezy, where we tackle issues that sometimes have us trapped in this thing that we call life. But if you know me, you know my motto. To free yourself, you must heal yourself. And if you're rock with your dog, please hit that like and subscribe button hard right now. And also comment and share this video. That is if you're rock with your boy, Freezy.
No captivity.
1 second, y'all.
Yeah. You can't try me, no captivity. Freezy. I know it's hard to understand me. Respect me, to speak reality. I'm focused though, please don't ask where my mind be. It's about the community. When life slide, was it appreciating the way that I like give you 50 shades of me? Hell no, I'm not a saint, but God bless me. No captivity, Freezy, believe me out in these YouTube streets. No captivity, Freezy, believe me out.
All right, I'm back. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. How y'all doing? Today's going to be an interesting show. We're definitely going to talk about Nicki Minaj and some more of her backlash. Nicki Minaj, I don't think this is going how Nicki Minaj wanted to go.
No captivity.
I don't think this whole thing is going how Nicki Minaj wanted it to go. We covered Nicki Minaj the other day, and some people were optimistic, saying that they felt like Nicki Minaj's career really wasn't over with. Listen, I don't think her rap career is strong anymore. We know that the rap career is over with, especially the black community, especially black women. I mean, black women, you know, they ain't playing around. We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about what black women have been saying. What black women have been continuing to say. The reason why we're going to highlight black women is because, you know, I would say they were the ones that actually helped launch her career and influenced and hyped her up and influenced other people to listen to her, other women of other races, and especially the LGBTQ community. I don't know why. I'm going to just be honest with y'all, man. I've still been trying to wrap my head around what's been going on with Nicki Minaj and why she's pulling the stunts that she's pulling. I don't know why Nicki Minaj is pulling these stunts, man. I don't know what's going on with Nicki Minaj. We also going to be talking about this channel getting a YouTube violation.
No captivity.
We're going to talk about that too. The hard truths. The hard truth surrounding No Captivity with Freezy.
No captivity.
Yeah. Shout out to everybody getting ready for the holidays. I know you guys are excited. Appreciate the No Cap crew. But before we actually get into everything, how about we do a roll call to see who's all in the building? Shout out to Justin Wade, long-time supporter. Justin Wade said, haters. Justin, man, you know how I go. You know how I go, bro.
No Cap-tivity.
You know how I go, man. Shout out to Justin Wade. Been with us for a long time. A long time. Shout out to Justin Wade, man. Also, shout out to my sister, Melanated Vessel, in the building. What did Melanated say? She said, Nicki, pillin' poppin' as needed to put the pill bottle down. Oh, she said, Nicki, pill popping ass need to put the pill bottle down immediately. Okay.
No Cap-tivity.
Okay, gotcha. Shout out to you, Melanated. Immediately. Shout out to Melanated Vessel in the building. Also, shout out to the Cynical One. The Cynical One said, hello, Mel. And she said, hello, Freezy. How you doing, Cynical One?
No Cap-tivity.
How are you? Great to see you, sis. Great to see you. Before we go any further, put a 1 in the chat if you're okay with sharing the live stream. Put a 1 in the chat if you are okay with sharing the live stream and being a part of the No Cap campaign tonight, man.
No Cap-tivity.
I appreciate everybody being a part of the No Cap campaign. For those of you who would like to share the live stream, the share button is right below the video, right next to the like and the dislike button. That's right. And it gives you an option to share it out to, once you hit that share button, it gives you an option to share it out to any one of your close friends and family once you copy the link, or you can share the stream out to any one of your favorite social media platforms. Either way, thank you for being a part of the No Cap campaign, and I wish all of y'all $11 million in your life. Thank you. I appreciate that.
No Cap-tivity.
I appreciate that, y'all. Also, shout out to everybody that hit the like button so far. We got 12 people hit the like button. I'm pretty sure we can do better than that. 12 people. Shout out to the 12 people that hit the like button so far. And also, if you don't like something about the live stream, please feel free to hit the dislike button. If you don't like something about the live stream so far, hit the dislike button. I don't care. At this point, I don't give a damn. At this point, I don't give a damn. I'm going all the way out. Okay? Hit the dislike button. I don't give a damn. Whether you hit the dislike button or you hit the like button, I still wish y'all $4 million in your life.
No Cap-tivity.
I still wish y'all $4 million in your life, man. Listen. We work hard over here, y'all. You know, shout out to the 13th person that hit that like button. And we're going to continue to work hard. Shout out to the 14th person that hit the like button. And that's just the way it's going to be, you know. They can't stop us. I don't even know what, you know, but at the same time, people are watching. The eyes are on us, you know. That's just the way it is, man. And Justin Wade is right. The haters is out there. They out there, man. They are out there. Okay. Somebody asked, how can they support the show? It's very easy to support the show tonight. There's 3 ways to support the show. The first way is by Super Cap. That's right, Super Cap, aka Super Chat. The Super Cap is the rectangle box with the $sign slap dab in the middle of it, right down there where you write your chats. Just like I believe my sister Conversations with MJ just did.
Super chat.
Shout out to my sister Conversations with MJ for her $5 super cap. Thank you, MJ. She said, hey, Freezy, share the stream. Shout out to MJ being a part of the No Cap campaign.
No Cap-tivity.
Always, always. At this point, MJ is a No Cap campaign general, or supervisor, however you want to say it. Shout out to MJ, Conversations with MJ for her $5 super cap. She said, hey, Freezy, share the stream. Nice job over at Yanni. Oh, you seen me, sis? You see me? That was like a last minute thing, you know. I was watching her show, right? Because I plan on covering that Tylil and Jordan Pauline situation. I plan on covering it, and she was covering it. And I was listening to her, and she had a lot of good points. I decided to write something in the chat, and she brought my chat up. I didn't know she was gonna bring my chat up, and then that's how I ended up on her stream, she dropped the link in the chat for me. I ended up on the stream, but it was a good conversation, and I'm happy you got a chance to see that. I'm gonna ask her if it's okay for me to react to that back and forth, because I thought it was a good back and forth, and I think I stayed up there longer than 30 minutes. I think it was around 45. I didn't even know how long we talked. I didn't even know that we had talked that long, but yeah, I think I'm planning on showing it real soon. I'm gonna reach out to her to see if it's okay for me to react to it. Even though, YouTube, that's not really going against YouTube guidelines. I just like to, be respectful and everything. Make sure you guys subscribe to my sister Conversations with MJ's channel, though. Another excellent YouTuber. You know what I'm saying? She's doing big things over there. That's right. One thing about my people, I support my people. Shout out to MJ. Thank you, MJ. I appreciate you. For first super cap of the night. That's one way to support the show. The other way to support the show is by Cash Cap. The Cash Cap is $Freezy no cap. There's $Freezy no cap. Who's gonna be the first one to send a Cash Cap? Who's gonna be the first one to send a Cash Cap? Either way, thank you in advance.
No Cap-tivity.
The third way is by PayPal. The PayPal is No Cap-tivity with Freeze. That's No Cap-tivity with Freeze without the Y. That's the PayPal. Are we going to get a PayPal? Are we going to get a PayPal? A lot of y'all don't like to use PayPal for some reason, but we might get a PayPal tonight. A shout out to my sister, Kimberly Johnson. Okay, she's Red Scholar tonight. She's Red Scholar tonight. And we're going to call Kimberly by her YouTube name, Red Scholar. She's telling everybody, welcome in, everyone. Please remember to hit the like button. Thank you for your support.
No Cap-tivity.
Shout out to my sister, Red Scholar. Either way, Red Scholar, I don't care. She knows I got a lot of love for her. Shout out to Red Scholar in the building. Is that it? Anybody else here? Okay, there we go. Somebody asked, how can they become a sponsor of tonight's show? It's very easy to become a sponsor of tonight's show. The way you become a sponsor of tonight's show is by only giving $20 or more. $20 or more, and you will be the initial sponsor of tonight's show. Whoever will be the first one to send $20 or more, your name will appear on the legendary No Cap sponsorship billboard that's flashing below. That's right. Do you see it? Who will it be? Who will be the initial sponsor of tonight's show? Whoever it will be, thank you in advance. I appreciate you.
No Cap-tivity.
So let's get right to it, y'all. Let's get right to it. So I want to talk about, what do I need to talk about first? Do I need to talk about a YouTube violation, or do I need to go straight into the Nicki Minaj thing? Let's go into the Nicki Minaj thing. I think black women are very upset at Nicki Minaj. And I got a large female audience, especially black women. I think a lot of black women are very upset and disappointed at Nicki Minaj. This is the dangerous thing about taking this type of position when you're trying to cater to the right and conservatives. And in essence, you're not just catering to conservatives and people on the right, you're also catering to extreme rightists and conservative people, right? You're really, if you're gonna go that route, you're embracing everybody on that side, right? You're embracing everybody on that side, all of the racists and everything. And so this is why you got to be careful, man. Some black women have spoke out, and I want to react to it, man. And they're not pleased. They're not pleased at all, not one bit. Will Nicki Minaj make it out of this? That's what I want to know. Will Nicki Minaj make it out of this? I think this is a very pivotal time when it comes to politics and black people. Now you guys would consider Nicki Minaj black, right? Right? Well, at this point, I know a lot of y'all would consider her a damn tether. Yeah. A lot of y'all would consider Nicki Minaj a tether. It seems as though we're not the only people that's having these conversations over here. Seems as though other people are having these conversations as well. And I just want to point this out. It's not just foundational Black American women that's upset with Nicki Minaj. There are women from that's not considered FBA women in America, but they still would be considered black women in America that are also upset with Nicki Minaj too. There are people that's possibly from where she's from Trinidad, that's upset with Nicki Minaj. There's a lot of women that's upset with Nicki Minaj. Not just foundational Black American women, but a lot of women are speaking out, man. And I want to show y'all what some of these women are saying. Here we go. Let me move this out of the way. Listen, before I gotta show y'all this. Have y'all seen the latest picture of Dr. Cheyenne Bryant? Dr. Cheyenne Bryant is off the chain. Shout out to my brother. Shout out to my brother PJ Austin in the building. What's going on, PJ?
No cap.
PJ say, what's good? Just chilling, man. Peace to my brother PJ. It's always love, man. Always love to my brother PJ. Always good to see you, bro. Have y'all seen Dr. Cheyenne? Dr. Cheyenne Bryant is off the chain. She recently showed up to a Jeezy concert, and now listen. Women in the age of with the fourth wave of feminism, women can wear what they want to wear. They can. I'm just being honest, but I just want to say this: when you have somebody that speaks out and talks about family structure, how to get married, and deems themselves an expert in psychology, and then when you see them in a certain light, I ain't gonna lie, it kind of makes you question the validity of a lot of the things that they say. This is Dr. Cheyenne Bryant. What did she write? She said, Jay, Jeezy, thank you. What she call him, Jay? Well, she know Jeezy. She called Jeezy Jay. Jay, Jeezy. Oh, let me blow it up for y'all. Jay, thank you for an excellent show and taking great care of us. Okay, so obviously, you know, she knows him personally a little. Y'all, this is Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, man. What does Dr. Cheyenne Bryant got going on? What do Dr. Cheyenne Bryant got going on? When I see listen, I know some women are going to disagree with me, but when I see a woman dressed like this, I'm like, is she really passionate about healthy households and bringing a community back together and then cultivating a healthy community within Black people? Or is she contributing to this same salacious behavior that we've seen and hypersexual behavior? She speaks against hypersexual behavior and women acting like hoes. She speaks against. I've heard her speak against it, and then I'm seeing this picture. I'm like, this is kind of hypocritical. What the hell is going on? I mean, she damn near got on her birthday suit. Obviously, did she do this for Jeezy? Did she like Jesus? Obviously, a lot of the women know that Jeezy just got a divorce from Jenny Mai. I don't know. People like this, it always confuse me. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. It's a lot of grifting going on, man. A lot of it. A lot of grifting going on, you know. Yeah. I just wanted to show this picture. I wanted to get y'all thoughts on Dr. Cheyenne Bryant. And wait, hold on. Is that her girlfriend on the other side in the black? Cause I heard that Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, she like to bump cooches too. Hey, to each his own. But I heard Dr. Cheyenne Bryant like to bump cooches. Is that her girlfriend on the other end? I don't know what's going on. This picture so damn confusing. Do she like Jeezy? Is that her girlfriend? Did Jeezy get both of them? It's so much grifting going on. And this outfit, it just shouts grift. That's what it shouts. Grift, grift, grift. Even if you're a woman that might have been criticized by Dr. Cheyenne Bryant in the past, could you take her serious after watching this after looking at this damn picture? Could you take Dr. Cheyenne Bryant serious after looking at this? I'm just saying though. And then she with the snowman. Yeah. I don't think I'll be taking Dr. Cheyenne Bryant too serious after this.
No Cap-tivity.
I just wanted to show y'all that. And Amber Rose has something to say about Nicki Minaj. What did Amber Rose have to say about Nicki Minaj? So she has a picture of Nicki Minaj up here, and down below she says the queen has spoken. So Nicki Minaj is a queen now, and she retweeted Angela Stanton King. So some of y'all should know who Angela Stanton King was. Angela Stanton King appeared on Dr. Phil some years back because, you know, she got a gay son and she was trying to talk the gay out of her son with Dr. Phil. Do y'all remember that episode on Dr. Phil? So this is Angela Stanton King who actually posted this on Twitter. And if I'm not mistaken, I think that Amber Rose retweeted this. So Angela Stanton King said, if Nicki Minaj was at a HBCU twerking for abortion, the black community would be praising her. Let me ask y'all something. Do y'all think the black community would be praising Nicki Minaj if she was at a HBCU twerking for abortion? That's how low they think of us, man. Do y'all think that... Okay, put a 1 in the chat if you think that black people would be, most black people would be praising Nicki Minaj if she was at an HBCU twerking for abortion. Do you think the black community would be praising her? Put a 2 in the chat if you think that Angela Stanton King is wrong on this. Now, Angela Stanton King is a Republican. She's a conservative. She supported Trump. Put a 1 if you think Angela Stanton King is right. Put a 2 if you feel like Angela Stanton King is off on this. Now, me personally, I think that there probably would be a small percentage of black people praising Nicki Minaj if she was at an HBCU twerking for abortion. And I think that most of the black community, especially content creators, would speak against it. I don't know. I know me, I would do a stream against it. But Angela Stanton King has spoken, and Amber Rose retweeted this. And she's saying, yeah, now y'all want to hate on the queen, but if she was at a HBCU twerking for abortion, the black community would be praising her. So let me see what y'all saying in the chat. Shout out to True Bleed in the chat. What's going on, True Bleed? Shout out to my brother AJ. What's up, AJ? That drummer Sky in the building. What's going on, that drummer Sky? Thank y'all for being here. Oh, shout out to my sister, Messy Mashawn live in the building.
No Cap-tivity.
What's going on, Messy Mashawn? Make sure y'all subscribe to Messy Mashawn. Don't hesitate to subscribe to my sister's channel. She said the ones on the internet would be. Well, you know, you got a good point. Let me see. We got 1112. Shout out to Dwayne Coleman. Another 1. Another 2. That's even. Let me see. Another 2. 2s are winning. Let me see. That's a good point. That's a good point, Messy Mashawn. She said Angela was also pardoned by Trump. Okay, that was a good one too. Okay, Messy Mashawn said 1, so the 1s and the 2s are even. Red Scholar said 2, so the 2s are winning right now. It's almost even. It's almost even, man. It's almost even. So, hey, I don't know, man. Does Angela Stanton King have a point? And we already know this white girl, Amber Rose, you know, they always want to be black in the beginning, don't they? Come on now. They always want to be black in the beginning. You know, she's straight up conservative. She damn near, she a skinhead. You know, she always wanted to be a skinhead, didn't she? That damn Amber Rose always wanted to be a skinhead. We just couldn't see it back then. PJ put a 2 in the chat. Okay, so the 2s kind of won that one there. They won that one. So a lot of y'all got faith in the black community. I think I would have put a 2 too. I would have put a 2 too. I would have put a 2 too. Let's see. So this clip surfaced of Charlie Kirk speaking on Nicki Minaj. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all. This clip, when I seen this clip, because I really wasn't watching Charlie Kirk like that years ago. You know, some of y'all was, but I wasn't. But this clip says a lot about how he felt about Nicki Minaj. And I'm gonna be honest with you, being that his wife knew that he felt this way about Nicki Minaj and she still spearheaded inviting her to the AmFest to speak with her on stage, it was very, I think it might have been deemed disrespectful to her late husband. Man, Erica Kirk, do y'all think Erica Kirk has been taking this death of her husband or this assassination of her husband to, like, do y'all think she's been taking it hard? I'm gonna be honest with you, I seen her cry a couple of times, but she ain't skipped a beat. And being that she knows how her husband feels about Nicki Minaj and what she represents and how she conducts herself and her character and what she's put out there as far as the influence, this is another surprising thing that Nicki Minaj was on the AmFest on stage talking to Erica Kirk. Let me show y'all what Charlie Kirk had to say about Nicki Minaj. Here we go.
Okay, Nicki Minaj, Cardi B. Okay, Nicki Minaj is causing dads to leave the home.
Hold on a second. I don't think that's a good role model for 18-year-old black girls. I don't think that songs that are talking about, like, glorifying wet female genitalia is exactly, I don't know which one wrote that song. Which one was it?
I think it was Ben Shapiro.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, but but by the way, the role models of the 1940s and 50s for Black America were completely different.
So it is a representation issue.
Hold on a second. No, not representation. It's Nicki Minaj, Cardi B.
Okay, Nicki Minaj is causing dads to leave the home.
Hold on a second. I don't think that's a good role model for 18-year-old black girls. I don't think that songs that are talking about like glorifying wet female genitalia is exactly. I don't know which one wrote that song. Which one was it?
I think it was Ben Shapiro.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, but but by the way, the role models of the 1940s and 50s for Black America were completely different.
So it is a representation issue.
Hold on a second. No, not representation. It's Nicki Minaj, Cardi B.
Okay, Nicki Minaj is causing dads to leave the home.
Hold on a second. I don't think that's a good role model for 18-year-old black girls.
So this is how Charlie Kirk felt years ago about Nicki Minaj. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. When I seen this clip, it even further puzzled me and confused me why his wife would invite Nicki Minaj or be okay with Nicki Minaj sitting down talking to her on stage representing the conservative party and all that kind of stuff and being at AmFest. Seeing this clip, I was like, what's going on with Erica Kirk? I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man. The way she actually talks about JD Vance, I would be lying if I didn't tell y'all I was wondering, is she fooling around with JD Vance? Now, I don't want to put rumors out there. All of this is speculation. But at the same time, I'm like, what's going on? You know? Did y'all think like that too? I was thinking like, you know, it just doesn't seem like she has been really, really mourning. She has been nonstop. She has been nonstop since her husband passed away. Nonstop, man. And it doesn't seem like she's really been mourning. She might cry every now and then on camera during an interview, you know. But we know they cry on cue. They've learned how to do that, and the grift is real. That's why we were talking about grift. Listen, that's her husband. Of course, you know, she loved her husband. I'm going to react to a video that Six the Goddess made that I seen earlier today. And Six the Goddess had said some good stuff. She made some great points, man. And y'all got to remember, y'all got to remind me to tag Six the Goddess too. Shout out to D's Nuts in the building. D's Nuts said it seems like she wanted him out the way. Hey, man, listen. Yeah, it kind of seemed like that. Let's see. Before we go to Six the Goddess, let's see what one of the black women representatives are saying. Kaya, don't trust no ninja, ho. Don't trust no ninja. Y'all know Kaya, right? My neck, my back, my coochie, and my crack. Let's see what Kaya had to say. What y'all saying in the chat? Let's see. Mr. Mashawn Live said it's selective outrage. Okay. Let's see. Red Scholar said Freezy Erica is now living her best life. Kind of seems like that. SD, what's going on, SD? Great to see you. So let's see what Kaya had to say about Nicki Minaj, man. Kaya is hilarious.
Or and Mega and the white folks and Charlie Kirk wife and all this coming up and carrying on. What the fuck you got going on, Nicki? If you don't get your ass back to Trinidad, you better. I guess you had to pretend to be Donald Dump's friend so he wouldn't send your immigrant ass back over there to Trinidad because you know you ain't no U.S. citizen. Anyway, we the people want Kenneth petty pussy snatching ass on the docket. Meow. I said not meow. Meow. You know what, Gag Nation, for not telling Gag what we the people want your husband on the docket, Nick Van Dyke, for not telling you to sit the fuck down, Gag Gorda, and for failing as a man and as a husband. I'm a group of the people on that because you is out of order. This is the case of if you don't get your crazy deranged ass wife, Kenneth Petty, Kenneth snatch bitches by the pussy petty, you better Let's talk about the order. We the People versus Kenneth Petty. Kenneth, grope a hoe, use a hoe, cause you ain't got shit but convictions. Petty, your broke pussy grabbing, no money having ass is being charged with habitual drugging of a delusional fat non-rapping ass bitch who hates herself and all the choices she's made in her fucking life. Leaving an endangered toddler at home with a drunk, drugged up, hungover, non-rapping ass mega slut, aka your wife who stays on the couch yelling at herself and at her phone all day and all night on Twitter while maxing out her Amex card in Queens with Bocce be her friends and the niggas on the block. Yelling at herself and at her phone all day and all night on Twitter while maxing out her Amex card in Queens with Bocce be her friends and the niggas on the block. Buying them chains and things, okay, and not telling your wife to go sit the fuck down and shut the fuck up. Moving into a bitch house, increasing her dependency on you through drug use while causing her to lose her house over judgment. You call for punching a saltine cracker overseas. You ain't learned to stay your ass over there from
Y'all. I think Nicki Minaj is gonna stay getting dragged, man. Real talk. Black women are gonna continue to drag Nicki Minaj on this. You don't want black women to see you on stage at a Republican convention. Damn near. That's what it was.
I'm over there too while pretending to be her fucking security because you don't have a real fucking job. While she's busy being a keyboard Karen with mental health issues and a fucking drug addict that need to put the Coquiana down, a gag order that stays running out of her nose. Not taking the phone out of her oh never, oh nigga, oh nigga, oh hell no's hand. And disabling all her social media accounts until she gets the help that she needs. And having an old immigrant whore claim she is now mega just to get your predatory ass a pardon off the sex offenders list. And we the people say a real nigga ain't gonna have you going out this bad and so sad, gag order like this every day without an intervention. That man don't love you. He don't give a fuck about you. He hope that you die so he can take all of your money that you got left. Evidently it's not a lot because you can't even save your house. Always tweeting for 40 days and 40 nights. You know what? Doja Cat got it right about, about you when she was in Bangkok. They sent a video in where she had all kind of powder going up her nose. I don't know if she was just being herself or gagging you. But it looked like she was gagging you Johnson & Johnson baby powder head bitch. I'm sick of this whole. I don't have nothing to say about this bitch. Your husband ain't shit because he need to get some control of you. Okay? But he ready for you to clock up out of here so he can take the little bit of money you got left. I guess. You know what, girl? The little bit of fans that you had, they're gone, okay? Since you went for and Mega and the white folks and Charlie Kirk wife and all this cutting up and carrying on. What the fuck you got going on, Nicki? If you don't get your ass back to Trinidad, you.
Well, I mean, that is a strong indication of how black women feel about Nicki Minaj. The majority of black women, how they feel about Nicki Minaj.
This one here for the thug.
That's a strong indication, man. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I hope Nicki Minaj is retiring making music. I don't think Nicki Minaj's sales are even going to be remotely the same as they used to be. This was either she's very passionate about being a conservative now and being Republican, or she has something up her sleeve where she's pivoting to do something. We was talking about maybe she's setting herself up for a talk show or something like that, and she's trying to pull some strings and she wants to be connected, like a talk show on a streaming platform like Netflix or Amazon Prime or Hulu, right? Or something like that. I don't know. Maybe she's working something like that. I just can't see her being sincere with her conservative, the direction that she's going right now, and how she's praising Trump. And did she even know Erica Kirk before all of this, right? And here's another thing, right? We know, I think Messing with Sean pointed this out the other day on her channel, where she's beefing with, isn't she beefing with Cardi B or something like that? And wasn't Cardi B? She's beefing with somebody who supported the Democratic Party. Was it Beyonce? Beyonce, I think that's why I seen that on Messing with Sean's channel. Beyonce and Jay-Z. Jay-Z and Beyonce, I think they're cool with Barack Obama and Kamala Harris So, you know, that was an interesting point that I think I seen on Mr. Mashawn Live's channel the other day. Maybe that's why she's doing it. Maybe that's why she's going the Republican route, so she can be strong politically as well. Maybe this is a chess move, right? Maybe it is. I don't know. Maybe it's a chess move. Shout out to the Luxury Bucket List in the building. What's going on, Luxury Bucket List? But I wanted to show y'all Six the Goddess and what she had to say about this whole thing. Six the Goddess is from Florida too. Six the Goddess is also from Florida too. So you got Kaya, you got Six the Goddess, and I'm pretty sure a lot of other black women echo how Six the Goddess feel and how Kaya feels as well. So let me pull this up. Here we go. So shout out to Six the Goddess's channel. Hold on, before we do that, let me tag her. Let me make sure I tag Six the Goddess. Yeah. Okay, I tagged her. So let's see what Six the Goddess had to say. This is Six the Goddess, and shout out to Six the Goddess and her channel. If anybody actually watches Six the Goddess, shout out to y'all too. Make sure y'all subscribe to Six the Goddess channel. What's going on, Venus? Shout out to Venus in the building.
No Cap-tivity.
What's going on, Venus? Great to see you. Kalina Rudnicki. Shout out to you. Here we go. Make sure y'all support the channel by subscribing and hitting the notification bell. Let's see what Sister Goddess had to say. Here we go.
Peace and love, family. It's your girl, Six the Goddess. And keep in mind, I'm a goddess and I'm sensitive about my shift. Hope y'all are doing well. I was doing better before this slid across my desk. So as y'all know, the other day, we just had the video that we talked about the Candace versus Erica drama. And we turned around and Erica must have been panicking. And she's like, what can we do to switch people's attention from me basically being exposed, okay, for being responsible for the unaliving of her husband? And boy, did they figure out a good way to do that.
There's a lot of heavy allegations on Erica Kirk, man. I'm talking about from her really not being that sad about her husband dying to allegations of her having a lot to do with why her husband was assassinated. That's kind of crazy. Do any one of y'all think that there's some truth to that? Do any one of y'all believe that there's some truth to that? What do y'all think? Let me rewind so y'all can hear what Sister Goddess had to say. See, and it's one thing about this woman right here. She, whatever she said unapologetically.
They bring up to switch people's attention from me basically being exposed, okay, for being responsible for the unaliving of her husband. And boy, did they figure out a good way to do that. They bring Nicki Minaj out the blue, out of nowhere, to commit some of the highest levels of treason that I have ever seen. And we're going to break.
So black women are saying Nicki Minaj committed treason. Black women are saying Nicki Minaj committed treason.
Break it down. I'm going to show y'all a few highlights of her TPUSA, you know, visit, whatever you want to call it. And we're going to really break it down. But I have to preface this, okay, because I have to start finding examples that everybody sees to kind of point out why we be having certain conversations that we have, okay? At this point, I think anybody who is non-FBA and still cannot understand why foundational Black Americans are standing up and we are no longer calling ourselves African American after y'all sat there when we did try to call ourselves African American.
This is one of the reasons why I wanted to play this clip. I think that they've been watching us, man. Because this space has been going hard about foundational Black Americans, tethers, all of that kind of stuff. Nicki Minaj ain't even wasting no time calling. I mean, not Nicki Minaj. Six the Goddess is not wasting any time calling Nicki Minaj a tether. She's not wasting no time calling Nicki Minaj a tether. She says she's tired of non-foundational Black Americans cosplaying Black American and doing us like this. And essentially just backstabbing Black Americans, committing treason, like Sis the Goddess said. Sis the Goddess is about to go in on this. She's about to go in on this tether stuff, this tether thing, and actually, you know, she's basically calling Nicki Minaj a tether. She ain't even hesitating. She not biting her tongue or nothing. She's calling Nicki Minaj a tether. All right.
Us Africans, and still, at this point, I think any conversations that we have, okay? At this point, I think anybody who is non-FBA and still cannot understand why foundational Black Americans are standing up and we are no longer calling ourselves African American after y'all sat there when we did try to call ourselves African American. Those of us.
Shout out to my sister, Missy Mashawn, live. Super chat. Thank you, sis, for the $2 super cap. She said, Erica Kirk got some explaining to do. LOL. Suspect as heck. No Cap-tivity. Erica Kirk got some explaining to do. She's suspect. It does look suspect the way she's been carrying on. Why would you even go against your husband's belief? Why would you even associate yourself with a woman that your husband disapproved of? Here we go. Shout out to Hot Sauce in the building. What's up, Hot Sauce?
Who are still cannot understand why foundational Black Americans are standing up and we are no longer calling ourselves African American after y'all sat there when we did try to call ourselves African American. Those of us who did believe in Pan-Africanism, and when the Africans themselves told us, why are you calling yourself African? You've never been there. You don't know the language. It had nothing to do with you. And when foundational Black Americans said, you know what? Actually, y'all are right. Why are we calling ourselves African? We really haven't ever been there. We don't even know about it. You're correct. You ain't contributed anything to us.
Yo, this attitude is spreading across the United States of America. Can y'all feel it? This is very much so spreading across America. Content creators are speaking more and more out about this. Shout out to Boot Camp in the building. Here we go.
So we said, fine, you know what? You're correct. Let's stop the whole African American thing and just take out the African. We are Americans. We are Black Americans. Okay. My grandfather on my mother's side is responsible for the construction of so many businesses and homes in the Black Horse area in Pennsylvania. Okay. My father is a blues artist from North Carolina, responsible for pioneering so much blues and saxophone music throughout the country, throughout the world. All right. And we will not be played with. And conversation like this one today is going to show why this is important. At this point, I think that you are just weird, a hater, or willfully obtuse if you still cannot understand why Black Americans being able to be proud of who we are, separate ourselves into our own lineage, and demand respect from people who are not foundationally from here, which means you have no generational investment into this country. And why we're demanding respect to stop coming into our country and bringing the same thought processes, these same exact ways of doing things that got you nowhere where you're from. And we got y'all coming here and we're trying to say, We gonna show you how to do this, son. And y'all continuously argue in our face because a few white people gave you a job or because a few white people were nice to you.
Is it gonna get worse? Listen, I think this is gonna get worse. I think, and shout out to Venus, man. Venus was going strong. Venus went strong a couple of months ago. You know, we was all talking about this on her panel, and even over here as well. I'm hearing Sister Goddess attribute this to Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj is a tether. We reviewed this. The Lapifa Network did a show about it after we've been covering it and everything. Nicki Minaj if we go by the definition, the strict definition, would Nicki Minaj fit tether?
No Cap-tivity.
Would she fit the definition? I think she would. And this is why black folk need to be careful, man. All these years, you guys have been championing this woman, and she just basically turned the back on the majority of the voting block when it comes to especially black women. I know black women are mad. I know black women are angry at this Nicki Minaj thing, man. Very angry. Like I said, I don't consider myself Democrat or Republican, but I'm wise enough to make an assessment. Nicki Minaj is a tether.
Okay. When we sit and talk about that level of accountability, non-FBA people will disregard every bit of logic. Okay. Yes, we all have our own lineages, but everybody also has their own countries and things like that. And when we say that, I don't care what country you're from, if you come in America and start spewing harmful rhetoric to soothe white people to feel better for who and what they are, we're going to call it out. If we see a group of you from a certain country or place in the world that tend to continuously bring on harmful traits or all that, I'm not black, I'm so-and-so, we see that. Y'all want to say divisive, but then when we say, okay, well, you're black, so I don't care where you're from, I'm calling you out for the shit.
So, Sister Goddess she don't give a damn. Sister Goddess says she's tired and she don't give a damn. She don't care if y'all calling us divisive. Listen, everybody's been hearing the same rhetoric. Why y'all being so divisive? All this is doing is, dividing black Americans. Black Americans, that's adjacent to Foundation of Black Americans. All it's doing is causing division. Well, Sister Goddess says she don't give a damn if it's causing division. That's what she said. She's tired. And this Nicki Minaj situation was the last straw that broke the camel back. Super chat. Shout out to my sister, Messy Mashawn Live, for her $5 super cap. What did she say? Here we go. Let's bring it down here. Here we go. Thank you, sis. She said, if blacks are so concerned about tethers, why they fighting to keep illegals here? Shaking my goddamn head.
No Cap-tivity.
Well, that's a good question. Listen, that's a great question that Messy Mashawn actually just brought up. If black people are so concerned about tethers, why are you fighting to keep illegals here? Do you think that the majority of black folks in America is fighting to keep illegals here? If the majority of black folks in America are fighting to keep illegals here, I think that's a great point that you made. Shout out to Sigma in the building. What's up, Sigma? Shout out to Gmail1 in the building. Who else is in the building? Who else is in the building? I think that's it. I just wanted to call out. Oh, shout out to Sucker Free, aka Rush Enterprise Starks in the building. What's up, Rush? Is that it? Oh, BATL. How you doing, BATL? Gemini. What's going on, Gemini? Great to see y'all. Uyaham X. Damn, I missed all of y'all. What's going on, Ak? Dang. Shout out to y'all, man. Here we go.
Okay. Y'all are not seeing why this needs to be a thing and why we need to, yes, we need to keep tally of who from what area is presenting what issue. Because typically you do not see FBA sisters being the puppet for the white man like you see in non-FBA sisters. Okay. So we are seeing an extremely horrible issue of pick-me-ism in Caribbean women. I'm sorry. We got to talk about this.
Sister Goddess is saying, we are seeing an extreme, what did she say?
We are seeing an extremely horrible issue of pick-me-ism in Caribbean women. I'm sorry.
Do you guys agree with that? She said, we are seeing an extreme issue of pick-me-ism in, what did she say, Caribbean women?
All right, we got a really horrible issue of pick-me-ism in Caribbean women. I'm sorry.
I don't want to say that. I don't want to. I don't know. Do y'all agree with Sister Goddess when it comes to being a pick me? Do you see that extremely in Caribbean women being pick me's? Mr. Mashan said that is absolutely true. I never really looked at it. I never really examined it. Nightbreaker, what's going on, Nightbreaker? He say, Freezer, you don't know that is part of the Democrat agenda. They have been arguing with Trump about the illegals. Yeah, but I don't know if the majority of black folk have been, because a lot of the black platforms I've watched, they've been saying, well, get your ass up out of America, you know.
This one here for the thug.
You know, y'all thought y'all was better than us, so guess what? We're not gonna fight for y'all. And another thing is, a lot of the Hispanics have been speaking against black people because they feel like we haven't really helped them protest and spoke up for them enough. So I don't know. A lot of the Mexicans have been making TikTok videos, YouTube videos saying that, complaining that black folk have not helped them in their protests and haven't made their voice heard, made our voice heard enough. And we've been heavily criticized for that. So I don't know. Shout out to the 27 people who hit the like button and the one person hit the dislike button. Here we go.
All right, we got to talk about this. Caribbean women are next level pick me. They have generational memory of pick meism because they come from a place where quite literally, if you own a home, 9 times out of 10, you bought the materials, you had to build it in Jamaica. You take a tour in Jamaica, the locals there will tell you. Sometimes it could take 20 to 30 years to finish construction on a home because you have to buy and build it yourself pretty much. So when women come from those type of countries, you literally will not survive without a man. You quite literally cannot make it without a man's hands and strengths in many of those countries. Men are always a woman's number one resource. At no matter where you go in the world, a woman's first resource she will look to will always be a man. Okay? So when you have that genetic memory embedded in you, you create a group of women. I have never seen women like Caribbean women who will put up with the most egregious stuff. They will protect predators like I've never seen.
Oh, damn. These are very heavy allegations. She's saying that Caribbean women will protect predators. How does she? Okay, to pick me, I'm visualizing it in my head. I'm starting to think to myself, I can see how that can be true. Okay. But we know that she's eluding the predator comment to Nicki Minaj because that's exactly what she's doing. Right? Just like what Kaya said. And Nicki Minaj ain't gonna never live that down, right? Shout out to the Crown Prince in the building. What's up, Crown Prince? Here we go.
I've seen Caribbean women, they don't care if they man try to touch their own daughter, they'll still protect him and stay with him. Okay?
Damn, hold on, what she said about Caribbean women?
Like I've seen Caribbean women, they don't care if they man try to touch their own daughter, they'll still protect him and stay with him. Okay? And we have to talk about the perfect example of this in women like Nicki Minaj, where her entire life is dedicated to protecting predatory men. They cannot be trusted. And you'll see this pattern over and over. Pick-me women will always comfort the victims of abusers that they know.
Now, maybe I'm familiar with a lot of Caribbean women. I know some Caribbean women, but not that in depth. From you guys' experience with Caribbean women, or if you are a Caribbean woman and you're watching this show, put a 1 in the chat if Six the Goddess is making a point. Put a 2 in the chat if you think that Six the Goddess is exaggerating this. Put a 1 in the chat if you think that Six the Goddess is pretty much on point with what she's saying about Caribbean women. Put a 2 in the chat if you think she's over exaggerating this. There's some real heavy. All right, if Caribbean women are acting like this, that's crazy.
I don't understand why anybody still went to her concert or cares about anything Nicki Minaj had to say. When you are married to a known PDF file, this is not a rumor, this is not any of that. Out of all the men in the world, you purposely choose a PDF file. You have ruined your life. You can't even live where you want or go take your child to the park because you're carrying that man around. And for what? You know why? And Nicki Minaj is an example of even when they do get money, even when they do make it out the dirt floor, they bring that sick scarcity pick-me mentality with them.
Why is everyone using ninja transfers?
Ninja transfers is definitely killing them. The quality, I mean.
Okay.
Let me rewind that.
For what? File. You have ruined your life. Men in the world, you purposely choose a PDF file. You have ruined your life. You can't even live where you want or go take your child to the park because you're carrying that man around. And for what? You know why?
And she's pretty much carrying this dude around. What is his name again? Kenny something? I don't know. But she's pretty much carrying this guy around. Yeah. And just like Six said, and for what?
Nicki Minaj is an example of even when they do get money, even when they do make it out the dirt floor, they bring that sick scarcity pick-me mentality with them. Okay? And you are the gatekeeper of the worst types of abusive men. And so it makes me, it's no surprise to me that since you've shown the world how much you're willing to risk and that you're so good at protecting predatory men, it's not surprising to me that you have turned around and become a predatory man. That you have now turned around and disparaged us and set us back so far as Black women. It does not surprise me. And it needs to be called out. And every Caribbean woman sitting here knows I'm telling the truth. Think about your mammy. How many times your daddy shitted on your mama and she's still there? And then y'all will be there and be paying the bills while he shit on you. It's literal mental illness. Y'all can say, oh, that's divisive. No, it's a huge issue. It needs to be talked about. Second runner-up on the biggest pick-me's is African women. Okay, but they so far away that 9 times out of 10, that don't affect us too much here.
I don't know why I think this woman, Sister Goddess, is hilarious to me. Like, I'm taking her serious, but the way how she talk. Maybe it's the Florida accent. I don't know. She said, y'all so far away, y'all don't even affect us here, really.
I'm from Florida. Growing up, all them Haitian pick-me's, Jamaican pick-me's, my God, I had never seen anything like it. My brain cannot comprehend. If a man is not around and adding healthiness, happiness, and order to an environment, why is he there? The concept of having a man around and life now being more difficult because he is there is one, my brain stops working. The concept of carrying around a man who is quite literally making your life 10 times harder, that part of my brain is broken. Okay, because I truly don't understand. You'll be better off with him not there. Why is a man there and the environment is not instantly better with his presence? A man being in an environment and making it worse is abuse. Their whole point is to be helpful, is to protect. So when they're there, but you're carrying them around, why? Okay, that is called mental illness. That is a generational dysfunction.
The tone that I hear in Nicki, and I don't know why I keep calling Six the Goddess Nicki Minaj. The tone that I keep hearing in Six the Goddess's voice is that she's tired. Black women, especially, and including black people, need to take a stand. We need to stop caring about people saying, oh, all you guys are doing is causing more division. She's using Nicki Minaj as an extreme example of why we need to actually take on this mindset, why we need to identify tethers, right? This is what Six the Goddess is indicating and what she's bringing out during her live stream. I was watching this earlier, and I'm gonna tell y'all something. I was like, dang, she kind of cooking, you know, because Nicki Minaj was heavily supported by FBA women. Well, and also FBA men too as well, right? And the position that Nicki Minaj is taking right now is so far away from the representation of foundational Black Americans. Now, I'm not a fan of foundational Black Americans being heavily influenced by the Democratic Party. I'm not a fan of that. But what I can point out is when I went over and reacted to Nicki Minaj on stage at the AmFest talking to Erica Kirk, when she said that the industry, and basically blaming her fans for her degeneracy, she basically blamed the industry and her fans for her hypersexuality, degeneracy, half-dressed character, all of that kind of stuff, instead of actually taking accountability herself. She blamed everybody but herself. And essentially, Black women felt like she blamed them. And I can honestly understand why Six the Goddess is reacting the way she is in what we're seeing right now, right? I can understand that totally.
That is a genetic memory. Okay, so we got to preface this conversation. You will rarely see FBA sisters do this. And if and when you do see an FBA sister commit this type of treason, we flame their ass. Okay, so when y'all talk about stop being divisive, we're all Black, well, then we finna flame y'all ass too. Period. I don't care who don't like it. I'm not here to be your friend. I'm here to
yeah. She from Florida. Period. Period is from Florida. Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so when y'all talk about stop being divisive, we're all Black, well, then we finna flame y'all ass too. Period. I don't care who don't like it. I'm not here to be your friend. I'm here to provoke thought and have the conversation that everybody else is too scared to say because everyone is sitting around, we can't state the fucking obvious. Okay? So let's go ahead and pull up some of what she said. Now, real quick though, Erica Kirk at this point could write a book on how to disparage your husband's legacy as quickly as possible. If y'all ladies want to know how to be the most embarrassing wife ever, just look at Erica and Candace Owens. Okay? Just look at them. And if y'all pretty much do the opposite of everything they do, you should be all right. Okay? Caping for other men, risking their life for other men, making a man look weak, have other men coming after their man. Okay? Let their man leave them alone when they're amongst known murderers that want them unalived. Erica Kirk, don't even grieve your husband. You have him offed, and then 24 hours later, you're the president of his company that is supposedly traditional values. And if it's traditional values, then why the leader of it? Erica Kirk.
Let me rewind that. Now, this is something that I also thought about too. I was like, damn. So Erica Kirk supposed to feel the same way her husband does, with her late husband, Charlie Kirk, about being a traditional wife and women taking on traditional roles. But you took over Turning Point. She's the head of Turning Point. She's the boss. Instead of actually appointing another man, she took it over herself. Six the Goddess is pointing out the feminism in that.
This one here for the thug.
Is it hypocritical? This is why a lot of people are questioning how hurt and devastated Erica Kirk actually was when her husband died. You took over Turning Point USA. That's not traditional. That was an excellent point that Six the Goddess actually pointed out. I think that was an excellent point. Let me rewind.
Grieve your mom coming after their man. Okay?
Did I speak to you, Reese Cup? Shout out to Reese Cup in the building.
Let their man leave them alone when they're amongst known murderers that want them unalived. Erica Kirk, don't even grieve your husband. You have him offed, and then 24 hours later, you're the president of his company that is supposed.
Six don't give a damn, man. She don't give a. Six said you had your husband offed, and then 24 hours you took over the whole Turning Point. You the head. You the HCIC in charge.
Let their man leave them alone when they're amongst known murderers that want them unalived. Erica Kirk, don't even grieve your husband. You have him offed, and then 24 hours later, you're the president of his company that is supposedly traditional values. And if it's traditional values, then why the leader of it?
Damn.
Okay, I grew up Jehovah's Witness. I don't know how the congregation is now, but growing up, and I'm so glad I was raised this way. I don't agree with the religion anymore, but there are so many aspects of it that truly molded me into a better person. And
if your husband was assassinated, shout out to Reese Cup. Reese Cup said he was just assassinated. Now she wants to be in a spot. Now she wants to be in that spot. That is a little weird. I think that's weird too. She didn't even really get a chance to mourn. Erica Kirk didn't even get a chance to mourn. All of a sudden, you took over Turning Point USA. You're a white woman that's believing traditional values. You believe in men being in charge.
one thing, is the leader of it. Okay, I grew up Jehovah's Witness. I don't know how the congregation is now, but growing up, and I'm so glad I was raised this way. I don't agree with the religion anymore, but there are so many aspects of it that truly molded me into a better person. And one thing that I am truly grateful for in the Jehovah's Witness organization is how in the church they have all that female pastor stuff, all that women standing in front of men, leading the congregation stuff. Oh no, baby. Jehovah's Witnesses ain't going for that, not for a second. Okay, so for me, it doesn't bother me the concept of a woman like staying in her place. I'm so sorry if y'all hear my dog. He sounds like a gremlin down there. Don't mind him. it shouldn't bother you. Okay. There are certain levels of responsibility. You know, when I see women like sit and like covet the position of leadership, I understand that they don't know what leadership really is. You see what I'm saying? The way a man's body can handle certain pressure or no sleep or things like that is ways that would put you out. And then so many women wonder why they fat, wonder why they're sick, because you're trying to put yourself into these positions that your body is not meant for. All right. So for Erica to have a husband who was traditional and for her to even allow herself to be the new leader of this group, leading all these men, is an abomination. Your Charlie Kirk literally came forward and said that he does not agree with women like Nicki Minaj. Charlie Kirk would never want his daughters listening to Nicki Minaj or being like her in any way, shape, or form. And he has been vocal.
That's a fact. That's. Now do y'all see why I wanted to react to Six the Goddess? I might need to put Six the Goddess on my thumbnail too. I tagged her in my title already. Now do y'all see why I want to react to this? We're going to talk about my YouTube violation in 1 second. We're going to talk about me getting, a YouTube violation. Don't worry about that. But man, Six the Goddess is cooking, man.
No Cap-tivity.
Real talk. Let me rewind this.
About and is it herself to be the new leader of this group, leading all these men, is an abomination. Your Charlie Kirk literally came forward and said that he does not agree with women like Nicki Minaj. Charlie Kirk would never want his daughters listening to Nicki Minaj or being like her in any way, shape, or form. And he has been vocal about that. So how dare you, as his wife, wait until he is in the ground to turn around and platform the very person that he had already decided that he did not want as a part of his organization that he created. The man ain't been dead for 90 days, and you are already going against his vision. How to Be the Most Horrible Wife in 90 Days by Erica Kirk. Wow. That's the book you need to be releasing, Erica. How to be literally the worst wife possible. I know your husband is rolling in his grave, but Charlie, this is the high IQ, blonde-haired, blue-eyed white woman that you did this all for. So we all have to do the consequences of our actions. The program is still undefeated. So let me go ahead and pull up some of the footage from this with Nicki Minaj. I'm letting y'all know now.
Y'all. When I looked at, what was that? That was like the first 14 minutes of Six the Goddess. When I looked at that, I said to myself, man, Six the Goddess was, I don't even know what she was wrong about. The only thing that I can really question is, would Erica Kirk actually set her husband up to get killed? Of course she would. Of course. Now, I'm not saying she actually did, but I mean, come on now. White people do stuff like that. White people get people assassinated, wives and stuff. They do stuff like that. They'll get your ass assassinated. And then here's another thing, man. We got to remember Charlie Kirk and his wife, Erica Kirk, started moving. They had moved into a position of power. They started getting heavy into politics. You understand what I'm saying? When you get with Trump, listen, Trump possibly arranged 2 dummy assassinations. A lot of people think that those assassinations against Trump, they was orchestrated. Listen, is it coincidence that from last year to now, assassinations is just like it's like a trend now. It's a trend to get assassinated, or it's a trend to be a part of an assassination attempt. Erica Kirk and her husband they started rubbing shoulders with a lot of politicians, man. And let me tell you something, them politicians, they like to have sex, and it'd be a lot of cheating going on. It'd be a lot of lust-filled parties and stuff. You know, Illuminati's still alive.
It's here for the thug.
Alive and well. Is it too far-fetched for Erica Kirk to have actually set this up and just got rid of her husband? I think that Sister Goddess might be on to something. I think Sister Goddess was cooking. Shout out to PJ. What do y'all think, man? Listen, man. One thing I can pretty much say is that Nicki Minaj, her rap career is over with. How many of y'all will actually buy a Nicki Minaj album after all of this? Well, she need to retire anyway. But you know, rappers are going well into their 50s, so. Nicki Minaj probably don't even like y'all because y'all be picking at her husband too much. You know, y'all talk about her husband too much being a PDF file. She probably don't even like that, you know. And she probably is like done with foundational Black American women. One thing I don't like, man, is when people get rich and they just get all brand new, man. Of course, you're not going to live the same way, but I think what Sister Goddess had to say, there was a lot of truth to it. It's a lot of frustration, man. This is why the Tether Talk has been really serious. And if anybody is from the islands, you know, and you don't consider yourself a Tether, at least try to understand. At least try to understand why I hate when my sneeze go back down. At least try to understand why Black Americans feel the way they do. I mean, foundational Black Americans has been through a lot, man, in this country, man. And we're always the center of criticism. And then when you see a situation like with what Nicki Minaj just pulled, you know, you can imagine foundational Black Americans saying, damn, again? Why they always acting like they cool with us every time? They're just like the politician coming to the Black churches around election time. They always act like they're cool with you, and then after they get elected, they don't know your ass no more, you know.
No Cap-tivity.
You know, like Barack Obama. Tether alert, Barack Obama. It's the same thing, man. And this is why Black Americans, you know, a lot of Black Americans did go out and vote for Kamala Harris, but if I'm not mistaken, even though Black Americans do represent a large portion of the Democratic Party, right? What I'm not saying represent a large portion of the Democratic Party. I'm sorry, let me take that back. The majority of Black folk vote Democrat, right? But I will say, in comparison to years before, there were less Black Americans that voted for Kamala Harris as a Democratic candidate than before. You know, it was less. I think it was less this year than before, like with Barack Obama and stuff. I think Barack Obama had he set a record or something, right? The Sister Goddess pointed out a lot of good things. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the like button if you're watching the show. I would appreciate it if you hit the like button if you're watching the show. And if you don't like something about what we're saying, please hit the dislike button. I really don't give a damn. Yeah. But it's really not to pinpoint Nicki Minaj. It's really not about Nicki Minaj. Right? Nicki Minaj is a creep. We get that. She's a creep. And Sister Goddess accused Nicki Minaj of committing treason. That's how strong Six the Goddess feel about what Nicki Minaj has displayed over the past couple of days since Sunday. But I don't think it's largely about Nicki Minaj. I think it's largely about, I think what Six the Goddess brought to the forefront again was the Tether Talk. In conjunction to Foundation of Black Americans, I think this is another indication why Foundation of Black Americans should take these type of things serious when it comes to people who consider themselves Black Americans too, but when it really counts, they're throwing you, they're turning their back on you. And they're throwing you to the side for an opportunity in America. Is there real unity? Can we actually say with confidence there's real unity amongst the diaspora of so-called Black folks in America? Is there real unity? And listen, we want to unify. We've been trying to unify, just like Six said. We've been trying to unify. We've been dancing together, going to clubs together. We buy the food, we buy the curry goat, we buy all that stuff. We buy, oxtails, the brown stew oxtail. We buy everything. We support the island folk. We've been supporting island folk for a long time. You know how much money Black Americans have actually spent with Jamaicans and Caribbeans and stuff like that. Black Americans have spent a lot of money with Caribbeans when it comes to their food, right? Even going to their club spots and everything. So Black Americans have been trying to unify. We've been trying to come together. There's no more inclusive group other than Black Americans. I would challenge anybody on that. So when we see a model like not calling Six the Goddess a model. I'm just saying, not Six the Goddess, but Nicki Minaj. But when we see an example, that's what I meant to say. When we see an example like Nicki Minaj, it further, makes Black Americans not confident, right? It further makes Black Americans question the love and loyalty from other groups outside of being a foundational Black American. Mr. Machan said, "I love the Caribbean. I'm going." And listen, look at my sister. She spending money. Look at Mr. Machan said, "I spent a grip going to Jamaica. LOL." See what I'm saying?
No Cap-tivity.
We spend money. So y'all can't say we don't support. We support. Shout out to Bougie Barbie in the building. What's going on, Bougie Barbie? I just wanted to give y'all something to think about. Also, I wanted to talk about this channel getting a YouTube violation. So this channel did get a YouTube violation, and I wanted to speak on that for a quick second too. I don't know if you guys know this, man, but the space that I came from, that Lapeef space, and then, people mention Fight Club, which I really wasn't heavy on Fight Club like that. The best thing anybody can do is just try to get out of that space, man. The best thing people could do is just try to get out of that space. There's so much hatred and envy, jealousy I got hit with a YouTube violation and for nothing. You know, I don't even know how long this space is even gonna last. It's just, it's not, it can't last that long. If people are going to thrive on if people are going to thrive on messiness and arguments and all that kind of stuff, how long can you do that? You know, this is why my show is set up a certain way. This is why it's set up a certain way. This is why I am the way I am. You know, like I can't even, like when people react to my show, shout out to Messy Michon Live, and this is not including Messy Michon Live, right? But the people that I know from that space, they react to your show, they won't even tag you. It's just not a good, like, you know. And then this YouTube violation that I got, it further told me, you know, you gotta leave, Freezy. You gotta keep working on leaving that algorithm. Shout out to Logic and Just Jay said, well, Freezy, when I see you, when I have you on my timeline, on my YouTube timeline recommended, you know, those other people, they're not in the algorithm with you. You're on a whole different algorithm. I really do hope that that's true, because that space is not going to grow. They're going to continue talking about one another, and then even when you stay in your own zone, in your own space, they're going to come where you at and try to disrespect you, as we seen a few days ago. Even when you don't go over there, you be minding your own business, they're going to come where they're going to try to find you. That's how toxic that space was, man. You know? So anybody that's serious, man, you got to work on getting up out of there, man. You got to work on, it's that middle vortex that got caught between the Lapeef Network, Anton, and then it's the debris that was left after that. It's the debris that was left after that. Yeah. Somebody reported me messing with Sean. And the violation wasn't even real. It was just some made up violation. You know what? You know, YouTube don't give a damn. Luxury Buggly said, Freezy, you never belong there. Yeah. I feel out of space. And you know, I try to be, so I'm a very supportive person. Anybody that could tell you I'm very supportive, and especially if I get to know you, if there's a way I can help, because my channel isn't that big. It's, you know, a lot of times I do get over 100 viewers, but my channel, you know, I'm not like a household name or something, but that just goes to show you how strong the hate is, you know. And the show that I got a violation on, I was talking about conservatives. I was talking about Charlie Kirk. And a couple of people that actually call themselves conservatives, they actually hit my link and came up. And, you know, they got very upset with my point of view. And they ended up screaming and they rage quit. So I don't know if they were the ones that reported my channel. I don't know if the audience reported my channel. I don't know. But somebody reported it, that channel, that live stream. And it's just sad, man. I just be over here minding my business, doing my content, whether you like it or not, whether you like my content or not. One thing I'm going to do is, especially if I'm talking to somebody, I'm going to respect you. I'm just going to continue to respect people, you know. PJ said there's more positive sectors out there. Discernment is a responsibility. If the environment is messy, people speaking from a deficit, self-hatred, negativity, turn the other way. And here's another, especially, exactly, PJ. Here's another thing, man. People care so much about numbers over there. If you know, it's just clout driven, and they'll do anything to get it. You know, if you see somebody going off over here, it's me because of the disrespect. Right? A lot of times I do my show by myself, and then later on I will put the link in the chat for other people to come up. I try to keep it respectful as I can. Every now and then it might get contentious, but my channel was never built on contention. Like, if people could tell the truth, my channel was never built on messiness, being messy. I don't put people on thumbnails. I don't do none of that stuff over here. My channel is not built on that. And I try to be an example of how, you know, other people should, especially black folks, should structure their channel. But it's that space. It's that space, man. It's toxic. And people are going to continue to just indulge, man. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I don't entertain it at all. Like, life's got to be big. It's got to be bigger than, and let me tell you something. You know how I know it's toxic? Because I don't even go over there. Y'all don't even see me on panels a lot. The only place y'all really see me every now and then is my brother Hemp. My brother Hemp's channel. That's it. I'm not, you think I'm finna go to any other channel other than, I'm not messing around. I don't go over there, and it's not a military secret. They will talk about you behind your back. They will hate on you and report your channel. I had one guy, which I won't call his name, he threatened to report my channel while he was here, and I didn't take that too kindly, so I banned him. I'm gonna tell you how fair I am. All he had to do was reach out to me and say, Freezy, I'm sorry, that was wrong. I shouldn't have said that, especially on air. I'm gonna tell you why I banned him. And he actually told somebody, he actually went on another platform and said, I wasn't serious about reporting Freezy's channel. I've never reported, I don't know what you done did, but let's just say you wasn't serious about reporting my channel. How you said it, and even the fact that you said it, you put it out there for somebody else to do it. Somebody else might have heard you say it and said, yeah, that's a good idea. I might do it too. That's what I'm saying. You can't allow that stuff, man. And then people feel like they can get away with, that's another thing about that space. It's so many undeserved egos. It's just so many egos for what? Clout is a drug. Clout is a drug. It's so many egos for what? Like, just grind and keep your head down. Right? Just grind and keep your head down. Just grind and keep your head down, man, and make good content. Try your best to make good content. Everybody's not going to like everything. Everybody's not going to like everything. You just got to keep putting it out there. That's it. I started out making pre-recorded videos. Missy Michonne says, so you don't know who it is? No, YouTube doesn't tell you. The only thing I know is the exact show that they reported. And I remember who was on that show, and I remember what happened on that show. So it kind of gives you an indicator, which, of course I'm not going to say names. I'm not about being messy. I'm not about that, right? But it just goes to show you I'm one of the channels where I just be over here minding my damn business. I don't mean nobody no harm. Never did. If I was on your channel before, which I used to, entertain people's channels, they will tell you I was always supportive. I was always supportive on people's channels, man. Even if there was one guy, sometimes he didn't even feel like getting out of bed, and he asked a couple of people to stand in for him and run his show on his panel. And I actually did that a couple of times. He said, Freezy, I'll give you 20%. I made 20% of what? $60 or some shit like that. And he took the rest. That's the type of shit I used to do. You can stay your ass in bed, and that's what I'm saying. Like, man, I know my heart and I know my character. I know my personality. Nobody can tell Freezy about Freezy. Nobody can tell Freezy about Freezy. Name one time anybody seen me go to somebody else's channel and just, go in and throw my weight around and just come out the gate with disrespect. How many times y'all see? How many times have y'all see? I'm telling y'all, listen, I don't do that. That's why over here, I will. If the disrespect gets too extreme, I will ban you in a millisecond. Because I don't care. I don't care. Your attendance over here isn't contingent upon if I'm going to allow you to disrespect me. Is you out your rabbit ass mind? Some people play it like that. Or, I'm just happy to hear, I don't want them to go anywhere. So, I'll let them get away with a degree of disrespect. Yeah, you're a damn lie. I'm going to get rid of your ass quick. You know why? Because my sanity is more important. My peace is more important. I don't care how, when I tell you, I don't care how many people watching. And I'm going to tell you something. I would advise you guys to be the same way in life. I would advise you guys to be the same way in life, man. Stop caring about people accepting you so much, and stop trying to, impress people so much. Just work hard. Just work hard and continue to push forward. That's all you got to do. And that's for everybody that's watching, That's for everybody that's watching, man. And y'all know I'm going to keep it real. And y'all know I'm going to keep it real. I'm never going to sugarcoat anything. Right? And I'm going to tell you something. If you want to act a certain way, this is another thing I don't understand about certain people, right? If you want to act a certain way, if you want to be out of pocket, if you want to say what you want to say, type what you want to type, you should get your own channel. Why come to somebody else's channel and do that? And a lot of times, sometimes I can take a joke. If it's mild enough, I can take a joke. I don't just ban people just to be banning people. I don't really time out people, just be timing. I don't do that over here. I have a very thick shell. I have thick skin. Right? But you're not gonna come over here acting like you can just do and say whatever you want to say. I'm telling you now, it's best to structure. This is the time. Structure your platform how you see fit. Structure your platform how you see fit. Shout out to the No Cap crew in the building, man.
No Cap-tivity.
Shout out to the No Cap crew. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Okay. So I just wanted to give that message to y'all. And yeah, nobody's stopping anything. I don't want anybody to feel like anybody's stopping anything. Nobody's stopping anything over here. We're gonna continue to work hard and thrive, man. And I'm gonna continue to network with a lot of good people, man. A lot of good people. You know. And hopefully you guys, the real ones out there, the real No Cap crew, will continue to support the show and share the live streams. You know, if anybody hasn't shared this live stream, I would appreciate it if you share this live stream. All you got to do is hit the share button and share it out to any one of your social media platforms. You know, that's all you got to do. It doesn't take money all the time. You know, you can just share the live stream, you know. And most definitely make sure you hit the like button. But I think we've accumulated and we've grown for the most part, a very mature audience, a very supportive audience, and a very like-minded audience, you know. But I can tell you one thing, man. The people that mean you harm, the people that don't mean you any good, and the people that try to harm what you've worked for, I promise you, man, they always reap what they sow. Always, man. The people that backstab you, the people that take your kindness for weakness and take advantage of your kindness and your good heart, they always reap what they sow. No weapon formed against us will prosper. And I'm speaking to somebody out there. I'm speaking to somebody out there that can identify with what I'm saying. It's not just me. I'm speaking to somebody out there that can actually identify with what I'm saying. Somebody out there is saying right now, man, I know how Freezy feel. That's why I stay to myself. I know somebody out there saying that. You know? I know somebody's out there saying that. But you know, this YouTube violation, all it did was make me be more careful. It just made me want to be more careful who I entertain, the things that I say, right? It just makes you more on guard and, you know, more careful and more cautious about, you know, how you move forward. Yeah. So with all that being said, because I don't want to keep you guys, and I am gonna go live tomorrow too. I'm gonna go live. I'm gonna do a public live stream tomorrow, and I'm gonna try to fit in. I'm going to do the VIP live too later on that night, just like I did last week. I'm gonna do the VIP live, right? But I'm gonna do a public live stream tomorrow because I appeared on a huge YouTuber's channel today. Shout out to my sister Conversation with MJ. She said she's seen it. I appeared on a huge content creators channel today, and we talked about the Tylil, James, and Jordan Pauline situation. Y'all heard about that, right? About the sexual assault allegations. I'm gonna cover that tomorrow, but I'm gonna react to my appearance on this person's show earlier tonight. Right? And it was a great conversation. It was a great conversation, a lovely conversation. Should I tell y'all who it was? Talks with Yoni. Talks with Yoni. Anybody ever heard of Talks with Yoni? Talks with Yoni is the she's the woman that, you know, had that whole ordeal where she was calling out to the Lapeef Network and Anton Daniels, and they ended up coming on her channel, and it was just this big ordeal, and it just got big, and she was criticizing them for how they conduct, you know, their show, how they used to conduct their show. And I had never seen J.R. Lapeef appear on anybody else's channel, but he damn sure showed up that day because he wanted to, you know, defend himself and his platform. And Anton showed up, and it was just a bunch of contention. She originally had Anton on the thumbnail right along with his wife, I think, and then he wanted her to take it down. I think she eventually did change it, but yeah, I'm just trying to get y'all in the mind of who I'm talking about. I appeared on her show. She brought me up on her show earlier today, and we talked about that Tylil James and Jordan Pauline situation for a long time, almost an hour. So I'm going to debut that tomorrow. I'm going to debut that tomorrow because I want to talk about the Tylil James and Jordan Pauline situation. A lot of people showed up on that show. I think Tommy Sotomayor showed up. A couple of other people from this space, some smaller content creators showed up. Yeah. Luxury Bucket List said that was why. You remember Luxury Bucket List?
No Cap-tivity.
Yeah, that was a wild live stream that Talks with Yoni did. It was a wild live stream that Talks with Yoni did. Very wild. Yeah. So I think I'll make that thumbnail tonight, and I'm not gonna keep y'all long. I'm not gonna keep y'all long. But for everybody that's watching, and you know, especially trying to figure out what's going on with this YouTube violation. Before I announce that, shout out to my sister Conversation with MJ for her $5. Shout out to Messy Mashawn for her $2. Shout out to Messy Mashawn again for her $5. Thank you, sis. And let me get this benediction real quick. Y'all know we got to do a benediction. Listen, when they try to stop us, they can't stop us. You know, and the Most High God is covering us. Right? This is Isaiah 54:17. It says, "No weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper, and every tongue that shall rise against thee in judgment thou shalt condemn. This is the heritage of the servants of the Lord, and their righteousness is of me, saith the Lord. No weapon formed against thee shall prosper. Come on.
No captivity.
All praises. So yeah. So this channel did get a YouTube violation 3 months ago, and today they lifted the YouTube violation. Shout out to the No Cap crew. Shout out to all of our haters as well. We made it through them 3 months. I love y'all. The Most High God is with us. They lifted the YouTube violation. Today was the last day. We're not under violation anymore. I love y'all and I appreciate y'all. We are going live tomorrow. And y'all know what I always say. To free yourself, you must heal yourself. And until the next time, we are out of here. Let's get it.
Hey, bro, I appreciate you, man. Listen, man. Go sub to my boy, man. Listen, man. Go sub to my boy, No Captivity, man. He's a good dude, man. Hey, bro, I appreciate you, man. Listen, man. Go sub to my boy, man. Listen, man. Go sub to my boy, No Captivity, man. He's a good dude, man. Hey, bro, I appreciate you, man. Listen, man. Go sub to my boy, man. Listen, man. Go sub to my boy, No Captivity, man. He's a good dude, man.
No captivity. Freezy.